Okay. Hello. Back with more Moémon. Alright. A little first things first. Just a little update of my own sort of collection, and kind of a problem I've come across was smacked me across the face, really. And that is, as I've said, I've been kind of collecting them just in my own time, just for the fun of it. But there's a bit of a problem. We've got 3rd generation, 4th generation, as you can see here, that's about as far as we've gotten. And then just getting started to 5th generation, but we're on box 9 already for 5th generation. Then it's kind of a muddled mess, because they've still got 5th generation, 6th generation, and 7th generation to go. They've got some 8 and 9. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I've got enough room. Assuming 5th generation is going to take up like 2.5 boxes, I wouldn't have enough room. No, I just don't have enough room for everything. Even if I'm only grabbing final evolutions and I don't have enough room. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. Fuck. So as a result, I'm being forced to just kind of give up on collecting all the mons. I literally cannot get like one of each family. I might still try to fill out the Pokédex, but I'm less enthused to do that. I also try to catch all the legendaries, I find. But yeah, that's irritating. But on the plus side, I found a shiny. So yeah, I got a shiny Cuba. I found it in a cave I was grabbing some mons from. And yeah, it's just Cuban but black. Is the other Cuban? I got a Marowak here. That's cool. Yeah. Let's go ahead now. Team sorted out. I did take the time to get a Wailord and Relic Cap as well, so I can get the Reggies now. Wailords, what the fuck's our Relic Cap? Relic Cap takes fucking forever to find. It took a long time to find. It's just such a rare Pokemon that hardly ever fucking turns up. I just realised I fucking sat down to start streaming and I have no water in my cup. I've got a bunch of ice. Give me a second, I'm literally just gonna grab some water. I'm not even gonna go on break. I've got to hydrate, so through the sounds of water. Just gotta put my water back in the mini fridge. Which I have a mini fridge, it's like on the other side of it. Water. What do I actually have to do? I gotta do the gym this stream. The 8th gym, final gym. I'll probably make my way towards the Elite Four as well. Let's go ahead and just like put you two in the party. I want to try and catch a bunch of legendaries this year as well. Ooh, first feature section. Let's go ahead and sort up berries out. It's kind of occurred to me as well, kind of way too late. Now once I've got plenty of like the berries I actually want, I can then just start planting some of the slightly more valuable berries. Berries aren't worth much on their own. I think the most expensive berries are like 250 Poké Dollars or whatever. But if I plant a bunch of them, I can start growing them en masse. And once you can start growing like an expensive berry en masse, then you can start earning a decent amount. Thing here. So we plus 20. There's one thing I really wish they wanted in this game. It's just like half the length of the watering animation, because it does just take like a full like second or two too long. Rollo. Come on up there. I think of this fucking old lady as well. This one here. She talks to her and she asks you basically for a saying, and if you give her a good saying, she gives you a berry. And it's preset what sayings give you what berries. There's like 5 or 6 different berries you can get from her, and some rare ones. And I actually looked it up. Get her to give you a lumberry, which I wanted. You're supposed to tell her a going ghost or something like that. Something like, I think it's going ghost. I did that, and then she gave me an orange berry, so fuck her. So she's been changed in the mod. I have no idea what her new passwords are. Okay, these even like these aren't even growing yet. Or they're not flourishing yet. I could check on this stream, I guess. They'll probably be done that. I like the way these pig plants, the blueberries, look below me. The way the blueberries are coloured, it kind of makes it look like it's a non-texture. Because a lot of like 3D software will use like a checkerboard pattern. And even some 2D like painting software will use like a checkerboard pattern for like the backgrounds and such for untextured objects. That just looks off. You can see it like in the world like that. Let's see if I can get some piggies. Here. Let's go to Lilycliff first. Okay, I think I'm pretty sure I just planted like tomato berries. There's a nugget here? I just accidentally pressed that. Okay. There was a nugget here the whole time? Huh. I was just missing, but weird. Yeah, I actually didn't see that at all. Raspberry. Now we all are very sorted. There's a reason I saved Raspberry for last, so I'll show you a little bit. Why not? That's I guess. Look up some. You. Some knuckles. Shut that up. And we're just gonna talk to the girl, see what she gives us. Each up. Right, so from here, I'm going to show you something I found. We go to the cave where I actually found the shiny Pkmn. What do I have? Not that. I'm doing tons of Pokeballs. Actually got the Pokemon. That's the Pokemon. Right there. I go to what I've been planting for cash is the tomato berries. So let's see how much cash I can actually earn if I just sell it. They're not a huge amount, but it's a well of free wealth. So I can't complain too much. Yeah, you see, worth 125, 25. 250, yeah, he's like worth quite a bit. Just bring all these useless berries down to like these are the ones that actually. Only 4 to 10, yeah. Fuck man, I am broke as piss. I'm not going to be catching legendaries, so I earn some cash, that's for sure. Just get some Pokeballs for now. Let me catch just like little random shit roaming around. We'll go legendary hunting later. But yeah, it'll be here, right at the start of the game, where there was extra cave they had added. I actually came across the Pkmn. I don't know if it was this room or the next floor. Yeah, it's already like in this room. Carpink. Carpink's one of those Pokemon that you just like. It's one of those Pokemon they added and just no one will ever think about again. It was one of the most forgetful fucking Pokemon. It just kind of exists for the sake of taking up a space on the Pokedex. Sadly, it's for quite a lot of Pokemon actually. Let's check out all 300 fucking Pikachu variants. Wait, when I was in here and doing some exploring, I came across something. I'm gonna show you. Oh my god. Oh, let me get to the ladder. Fuck. Okay, I need flash. Well, please tell me Waylord or Brother Captain or Flash. Oh man. Fuck. We need to go around a flasher. When I was exploring here on my own, I literally just grabbed a... Which I know I shouldn't have done. But I could be honest, I couldn't remember how deep I had gone. I just got curious. But, on the stream. Whatever. I think in the future, just to avoid, because I have a strong like collecting instinct. Just like I just see these little things and I'm just like, oh, I want to get them. Yes, hear people talking outside. Yeah, I just want to get all the things. I think to avoid the next time, I'm gonna have to like impose like a challenge or something. Probably like next time I play a Pokemon game, I might just do a Nuzlocke just to stop myself doing this shit. Pokemon that can learn Flash. Have we got like this? Let's get a minion out. Yeah, fuck it, you'll do. Yeah, you can sit with us for a little while. Those items with the fast like. Right with like foot. Oh wait, oh my god, I need to go back again. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am stupid. You'll see why in a minute. I'll just put you, our team, back for now. Okay, third time's the charm. But I'm bound to litter every fucking thing like that. There we go. We'll see what happens with it. Oh, no. Let me throw. Box. Oh my god. What is wrong with you little creatures? Now. It's like the one occasion in this fucking Romhack where you need an actual Pokemon to use a HM. It's not even a HM, it's a TM. Like, what is even the difference between HM and TM? So at this point, you can reuse them all infinitely. And you don't need the HMs outside of the battle, you just can use them. That's basically it. Alright, I already got all the things in here. Let me come across this room. This is a ice maze, which I managed to do once, and it's a surprisingly tricky one. I don't remember the solution, so we'll see about that. What we need to do is somehow make it to the very top, just like the very top row, hit that rock, go down, and then from this rock, go left, hit this one, go up, go right. Oh, there we go. Just wandered into it. That took me ages the first time. Fucking hell. And yeah, there's this hidden little snow village inside this cave for some reason. I ended up coming in, I spoke to this lady, and she said it was going to be a Pokemon, but my party was full. I have no idea what the Pokemon is, I haven't seen that far yet. But it was at that point I was like, oh, I should probably, you know, leave, do this on stream, kind of thing. I was way too, I did way too much off stream. That's awesome, take this Moémon. What did I get? I have is it Smoocher? Oh, shiny Smoocher. He's waving it. Is it just white? That's fine. Thanks, I guess. He gave me a white smoocher. This all looks locked. Maybe there's a key around here. Okay, this I didn't check any of this. Here. Nice snowfish as well. Look at this, all like clumping into this one little stream in the middle of the screen, man. What am I doing that? What's in here? Lucky egg. Oh, that's we're letting the thing that evolves into Chansey evolve into Chansey. No, that's a round egg. What does it look like? A deluxe kit. Really? Here. Hold on to boost EXP points earned in battle. Ooh. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, let's just get that power set. Interesting. I was kind of hoping for a new Moémon, but I don't know, being given a shiny kind of... I get why. It's something the official games do, especially recently, that give away shinies as like events and such. I'm not a fan of that idea. I'm also not a fan of them giving away Pokemon at events. Like new specific Pokemon. Because then it means like in order to play the game you need to be at events and shit. But giving away shinies also kind of makes shinies lose their luster. It's kind of like how Red Gyarados is the worst shiny because it's the one that everyone can get a hold of because of the Gold, Silver, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. It's just the most common shiny because it's a common shiny and everyone can get it. It's lost its valor. So shiny. If I found a natural shiny Smoocher, and now I'd just be given one, I would lose all of its luster. I'd much prefer having the shiny Cubone because it's just a regular shiny that I managed to find naturally. Oh, and I also can't use an escape rope to get out of here. I need to actually get out of here, the old one. So if I use an escape rope, it just puts me back up there. Okay. I'm not going to waste a repel just to get out here. Where do we go after this? Because that's all I've really done so far. Oh yeah, catch a bajillion fucking Pokemon. I'd be getting broke from the Pokeballs. This is no real way to about it. I'm going to have to go straight to the gym, aren't I? Oh, I'm on the way back. Something I've been thinking about recently. As I've been thinking about changing out my phone, I really don't like smartphones. Like, I really don't like them. And I hate the idea of like timing like life around people. A lot of people will attach everything to their smartphone. It's how they contact people, it's how they use the web, it's how where all their accounts are signed in for all the social medias. It's how they do a payment with Apple Pay or whatever Android's equivalent is. It's how they do that banking. It's how they do literally everything. And if you do that, and then you're forced to also replace your phone because fucking phones are designed to break down after a while. Like they're literally designed to do that. Apple is notorious for this, where they will literally update their old phones specifically to make them slower, and they'll make the software worse just to make this phone slower to force people to upgrade, to make the new phones feel faster when people get them, but it's actually just Apple screwing with people. And there's all these it's all closed platforms. You've very restrictive to developers. You can't install what you want, you can't do what you want on the phone. It's basically everyone's got this like little device tied to them that they have no actual control over, and it kind of sucks. I've been thinking about moving away from that for a while. So put you here as well. I guess if I level it up, I can put the shiny cheats here. What's the other shinies I got? I got 2 shinies. I got the Gyarados and something else as well. I don't even remember what it was. That's what I'm saying when I say it kind of loses its luster if you just get given a shiny. Yeah, I have a red Gyarados, but so does everyone else. I don't even remember what the other shiny was. Someone gave me. Honestly, if I saw it, I don't know if I'd even recognise it. Is that a shiny? Is it not shiny? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. That's what I'm saying when I kind of like, I don't really care about it because it was just when I was given it. I gave it all the ites I've just given to PC Pokemon. Because I ain't fucking using them. But yeah, I've been pulling away from like smart devices, stuff like that. You served your purpose, minion. Go back to resting with your mate there. So what I want to do with like bones and such is there's still like some stuff that is just useful to have like on hand, like a portable system. Social media and all that, and being able to take notes. That I can like digitally edit. I do a lot of paper notes, and like a lot of paper notes. My desk is scattered with fucking yellow sticky notes. I have a bajillion fucking notes, but I do both digital and paper notes. Having access to both is just useful. Plus, having like a portable web browser is useful and such. So, what I've been thinking about doing is I want to get one of those like small laptops, which is also a tablet. You know, you have those ones where you can like remove the screen and just use it as a tablet, or plug the keyboard back in and use that way. So that's basically like a Nintendo Switch, but with a detachable keyboard. Get one of those, install a custom operating system. For that I can just like install Linux on it or something and do like a feel a bit random. Install a custom operating system, then I can do all my browser stuff from there, easy. It's like most programs that we use nowadays that are on the desktop, the big ones that people use, are basically just web apps anyway. So it doesn't even matter what operating system you use. Stuff like Discord, Steam, the Steam launcher, the Itch.io launcher, the GOG Galaxy launcher, Discord, and a bunch of other shit as well, random ass bullshit. Most of them are literally just like, when you download them, what you're actually downloading is just a web browser and the website. But they're like just like a slightly tweaked version of the website. And then when you load up the program, you're just loading up a browser with all the browser parts hidden, and it just runs the website and just pretends to be a piece of desktop software. That's sadly very common these days. Which is why a lot of programs are really, really fucking slow, because browser software is really, really fucking slow. But because of that, also, for a lot of those programs, you can just use it on the browser as well. Like Discord, Steam, GOG, all that stuff. You can just use that on the browser. And it means if I just install Linux, I don't even need to download and have that shit. I can just use it on the browser. Same with like Twitter, YouTube, and all that stuff. Yeah, get like a touch tablet, which is a desktop one, but one that isn't Android or Apple or anything like that. Something that's just like a Windows one that I can change the operating system on. So topless on that. And that way I can have that, and then just switch my actual phone to just a dumb phone. Because at that point, all you really need a phone for is to do phones, text, and maybe some basic note-taking and such. So, like, and one of the things I want to experiment with is I want to get I'm looking into, like, potentially getting not necessarily a BlackBerry, but, like, a keyboard phone. I actually ordered a couple of, like, old, cheap BlackBerries. I've got one on hand now. And I don't say old, I mean, like, 12 fucking years old, something like that. Just something to, that was, like, less than $10 I can, like, fiddle around with to get a feel of it. And I've been fiddling around with this little BlackBerry. I think so. This is probably like an ice gel. So, you're probably my best bet here, actually. Because you fuckers are weak against ice. Oh, right. The room where it's like, it's slide puzzles, basically. No, not slide puzzles. This is the walk across every tile thing, so... Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, I've been fiddling around with BlackBerry. This was like some cheap old ones. I'm just gonna get a feel for it, and I love the idea of it. First of all, I miss having buttons on phones. I so miss having buttons on phone. Actual tactile feedback, are you kidding me? You can actually press like a physical thing. Like, oh my god, that was amazing. Plus something with a headphone jack I can play on. I can use as an MP3 player so I play my music off. Because I don't connect to shit like Spotify or any of that kind of thing. I don't use YouTube for music as well. Unless I'm like listening to something for the first time. I will download like MP3s, download like music off of YouTube. And like I put that on my computer so I actually have my music on my computer in files that I own. And I don't have to worry about that being like, worry about accounts being deleted or whatever. I can use like a phone. It's just like a simple, just a simple like MP3 for phone calls and such. And I have a tablet for the other things I need. The only thing I'd be missing at that point is a camera. But to be honest, like fucking, I'd use my camera as it is. I basically use that camera for note taking. Let me fucking think about this one for a second. So I go so I might do that now. There we go. You were just outside the gym. What the fuck are you doing here? When did you get past me? Do you have a back door? I would formally introduce myself. I am Wallace, the gym leader of Stopas. Something about you, a difference in your demeanor. I sense that in you. Now show me the power you wield with your Moémon. Yeah. Polytoad. Your grass and water. Grass is bad for me, however, Ice Punch is good for me. Ready? Wait. You gotta open up type file I downloaded ages ago. Grass. I say defending type grass. Ice. Yeah, ice should do double damage to grass. Oh, ice does half damage to water. Water resists ice, so you're just neutral. Okay. Grass. How does grass relate to fighting? Fighting is not. So I'm probably better off actually just using Surf because. It's just neutral or resistant, but I get all the stab boost from it. Yeah, just do more damage. What am I doing? Let's switch out to double pet. Use Fell Stinger. That's super effective. I get a huge boost in attack. They're going to do a bunch of damage. Okay, grass and water again. So, yeah, just Fell Stinger. Hope I can tank the hits. Oh, the double pen is not good at tanking the hit. Ooh. That's that attack boost. I mean, I need to heal up there. Take advantage of the attack boost so I have access to it. Ooh. I could definitely dragon you, that's the thing. Your dragon will attack across the grass. You're probably gonna ice beam me. Do I have any max potions? Max revive. Ursa, this is like the one occasion I can use my full booster on. I hope I can outspeed you. No. Break for an outspeed. Nope. Fuck. Too slow. I gotta play rough, so let's do that thing. Yeah, all that rain is really screwing me over more than anything else. Sorry. Oh, it's psychic and water. What a great combo for me. Ooh. Of course you crit. But if I'm doing all that damage, you just want to just sort of thing until you fucking let up. Plus, it forces you to use up all your full resource. I wonder how many he's got. Yeah, that's it. Just 3, I guess. My luck ticked. Are you just going to be hydro pumping this entire fucking match? Is it the only fucking thing you can do? That's right, I need to sacrifice Pkmn to do last bit of damage. These are some of the max revives I have. Pikachu. You've covered all of that. My god, Matt. Oh my god. You're just doing this to piss me off. What the fuck? Did you just build it as a tank? Like, you're doing nothing but wasting my time. And now you're going to super effect me to death. Oh my god. Oh, okay, no, not quite. There's some Giga Drains so I can recover any health you took. There. Asshole. Gyarados. Shit, you're flying. Sporing over the west. Okay, aren't you water and dark now? Oh, don't kill me. Ah, fuck. Okay. I could hit you with a hammer on, but I think it would be too risky. Let's go ahead and max revive a couple of my friends. Just kind of tank the damage of it. I don't know why the hell you'd Earthquake, man. I don't even know why you'd know Earthquake. Thank you, man. Shit, I might actually fail this. Fuck you! I was on my heels. Fuck. I'll save it. Let's use a regular revive, so I have someone in backup. Thank God I'm not a Nuzlocke. I'd be bloody screwed by now. But yeah, I am thinking of doing a Nuzlocke. I might do a Nuzlocke. I'm not sure when the next time I'm going to play a Pokemon game again is, but I might do a Nuzlocke. So they look fun. I don't think I've ever given a Nuzlocke a go. Also, I was like a teenager or something. Anyway, fake out. Oh, that free hit. Not a lot of damage. I'm still off beating you though, awesome. Penelope's fucking fast. And my hope here is I can use my last max revive on Penelope. Hopefully he'll do like a physical attack against parasites and like the sprawl will kick in. I don't know if that's physical or not. I'm not going to doubt it. Nope. Because if he attacks Parasect physically, I can like hit him with like, as a side effect, you can get like a random status boost like poison, sleep paralysis. And got you. Got you, little shit. I realise now that your authenticity and magnificence as a Moémon trainer, I will find joy in having met you and your mom. Blah 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 blah. Give me the last badge. I could now use Waterfall. Got Water Pulse. I'll take this Tide Floater. Is that how I get the waterfalls, is it? What the fuck is a Tide Floater? Never resistant to give me their fucking phone number. It's literally just a ring. And all you fuckers. I just realized, is that all women out there? Fucking hell. He likes having an all-girl team, does he? Yes, all of the fucking gyms now. Where can I go now? Now that I have the waterfall badge, I can go to Meteorite Cave, and there's more stuff in there. I remember coming across a waterfall somewhere else. I don't remember where though. Head to, what is it? Oliver? What's that? Yeah, there's Meteor Falls, that's that. Was anywhere else though? Empire, no. That is the Elite Four. It's the only ones I could remember. Oh yeah, there's also the abandoned ship I still want to go to. I forgot about that. Yeah, if there's another waterfall, it's gonna be something I forgot. Let's go to this place first. No, wait, there's a thing here. What am I talking about? Hey, no, I'm thinking of something. Ooh, there's a cave here too. Okay, candy, nice. This is probably a new area for the Romhack. Hello, Palkia! Good to know you're here, but I don't have the Ultra Balls for you right now. It is just so weird, just walking into random rooms, just seeing like a legendary just sitting there. Well, so we come across Palkia and Dialkia now. So, I don't remember what it was. I think it was somewhere in the ocean. And yeah. The only thing I know you can get in the waterfall area is Aegon, actually. This game's pseudo-legendary. But I don't know why they save it like it's all the way here. At this point it's not very useful. Those things are right as well. I guess it'd be nice to have. There's also a trade somewhere I need a Aegon for. Look at that thing on the right. Probably should have fighting all the trainers that gym thing about it in there as well. I could have earned quite a bit of money from that, but it would have taken so long. I find fighting all the gym trainers just being annoying, especially in a gym like that where it's just like a bunch of them. Tira. Cool. No bats, need arena, no. Dingo. Tramper. Okay, I got all those. The only ones I don't have is Dragon, which I've heard is a really good one. It was like a later generation. It's like a dragon version of Lapras, and that is not a legendary or pseudo-legendary of any kind. It's just like a really good Pokemon. I also don't have Rampa. There's down there. I think use Dust Bristles actually because I'm in a cave. Okay. Go ahead and spore you. Possible. It runs through narrow tunnels formed by Excadrill, the mole thing from Gen 5 and Onyx. It uses sharp claws to catch prey. I didn't realize it was a cave fucking dragon. Cool. It's just like 5 fucking feet, man. Now, it looks like this ladder down is my only option. Gibble. Bagon. You again. That's a cool Pokemon, I like it. You only got all those Gabites. Crouch and Ebass. I got all the water Pokemon. If I run into like dragons, I guess. I don't have. I got a Goomy, a Goodra. I like Goodra. Goodra's like one of the more fun designs they used in like a later generation. I think it's from Gen 6? It could be Gen 7. I think it's from Gen 6 though. It's like a big like dragon slug thing. And it's a very fun design. It's actually one of the later designs I really like. And it's more of a unique design as well, which stands out against all the copycats. I gotta say, I'm not sure what's with the internet now, but for some reason, a lot of people are like really into Goodra, and I mean really into Goodra. I have seen an alarming amount of like Goodra themed adult art over the like last fucking 20 years. It's one of those Pokemon where you're like, I have no idea why people like it like that, but a lot of people like it like that for some reason. I don't know. Not judging too much, I just find it funny to be honest. Personal toy though, I think it's actually Pokemon I really like. You're definitely from Gen 7. They're cool, like, fire turtle. That's cool. No, I didn't. Maybe you're fire and dragon. That's that. Did any of my team learn Iron Talent? I do have Steel. You two are able to. You're already packed out, you don't need much. Melee or defense. Power 100 accuracy. I just realized I already like I can teach Penelope to fucking thunder as well. Something to think about. Is there anything that Rock... What is Rock strong against? Rock is strong against flying. We already got... Rock is strong against flying. Rock is strong against bug. Is Rock is strong against bug? I guess. Rock is strong against fire and ice. Power Gem kind of covers too much ground, but I need everything else. I've been like really sloppy with team composition this whole fucking playthrough, to be honest. Parasect basically has just become like my new Pokemon capture mon thing. But other than that, I've just had 3 Pokemon the entire playthrough. Hello. What are you two doing here? Are you 2 trainers or 1 trainer? We were married for 50 years! The bond we share as a couple could never be broken. Oh, good for you. Why are you in this random cave challenging children to fights? We've got matching outfits. Oh, you're fighters. Get a free hit in. The alarm was super effective, but I want the extra attack from that, so hopefully I'll do enough damage, but it probably won't. Is Bug not strong against fighting? Yeah, no, fight. Bug does half damage to fight. I can have that. Alright, dude, I get it. Alright, Swift's needle arm. So a little like triangle that Polygraph has up below the button of her hair. I keep catching out the corner of my eye and thinking it's my mouse on the screen. Conqueror. That's a stupid name for a Pokemon. Cross poison. Okay. It's fine again. You do not need to swim out. You can come in and tackle this. No, of course. Well, he's a paralyzed anyway. Okay, go ahead and dig a drain. That's probably going to kill him anyway. Oh dear, we've lost my dear husband. Young trainer, if the chance arises, will you battle us again? I am not travelling back in here to battle you again. Fuck that. Okay, you've gone and made a huge mess of my team. Let me heal up a bit. Plane recover here somewhere. Plane revive. That's down a million lemonades. Okay, you. Oh, another fucker. Now if we up front, I can get the fake out regardless of what you got. This is where we dragon users do our training. Champion even visits. Now do you see how special it is here? The dragon tables have just gay little outfits, it's fun. I don't even mean that in like a negative way, it's just like, how do I put that? I just can't think of like a better word for it. So I just double tapped it. And hyper beams. Okay. You're flying type, so actually maybe power jump. As weird as that is. It's using it's a fish. Subtile, you're not actually dragon type. Mega is dragon type, you're not actually dragon type. You're just grass. Maybe dark? I don't think you're dark, I think you are just grass. Would be good. I figure either of you do just fine. Go on, Parasite, you can do this. Each fine. Just suck them dry. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're dragon. I didn't think you're steel. Ram truck. This thing's cool. It's Gen 6, the French one. This is like one of the that generation was like the smallest generation. I think I only had like 70 Pokemon in it. And it didn't have many good ones, but this was definitely one of the better ones from it. It was like a full T-Rex. It was cool as shit. Ow. Crit. Okay, so you're a rock type though, so because you're a fossil Pokemon. Is ground extra damage? I think, yeah. Looking at my chart. Rock is weak to ground, okay. So I'll go straight for an earthquake. Aerodactyl. Cool, okay. I see. I can see what you're doing, I can dig it. Mega Aerodactyl. Okay, that wasn't that good, to be honest. I can dig the jungle girl with abs. That's cool. I have to kill you though. Yeah, just have to surf, it'll be fine. Unless you full restore. You could just keep sucking for those full restores, mate. You're gonna die. That's it. You're over. I can surf until the cows come home. What are you doing sucking up my pee-pee? Oi, oi. How many of these do you have? You're not a gym leader. Get out of here with that crap. Dude, think of your poor Aerodactyl. I don't think a fucking ancient rock Pokemon likes to be washed around like this in this much water, man. All you're doing is prolonging the suffering. The fuck, man? What's wrong with you? Giving your fucking Aerodactyl an extra long bath there. Oh, I didn't expect you to be so strong. Ugh. Again, I am, like I told those old couple, I am not dragging my ass back in here once we're done here. Yeah, this is like where I way preferred the Versus Seeker. They introduced in Fire in Leaf Green. We could just like re-challenge any trainer you find. It was a massive upgrade compared to just registering specific trainers that you have to travel to find. Those are my replies. Still need to capture a Bagon. Or two. It's one I need for a trade at least. Okay, let's go right. No, that was the wrong answer. Let's drag our asses back around again. But I would so be using a fucking repel right now if I didn't need a Bagon. Left side, stick to the left side. Aerodactylite. Linking cord. I can buy those. I'm not exactly rare. There's a room back here. Let's go here first. There we go. I hate the fact that me standing here makes this room look like a weird face. Like, nose there, mouth gaping open, wide eyes. It kind of looks like a weird fucked up clown. Get the fuck out of here. And there's it, a PPL. We're just back in the main thing. Got that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Honestly, I just wander around. I'm gonna need to find myself a bake. So I want to find out what that trade is in the floating town. Once I grab a bagel, I can get out of here using an escape route. But other than that, this cave is done. So this might take a minute. This might take 30. I don't know. If it takes 30, I'm just gonna give up the run. I have the thing that evolves up to you. Let's skip. So yeah, we'll just check like the next 10 Pokemon, I guess. This one. No, let's make it 20. I got time for 20. If it's not here within the next 20 Pokemon, I'll just ban the plates and just deal with not knowing what the trade is. 2. Come on, bagel. 3. Or it's just gonna be a bunch of these axe things. I still have no idea what breaking the mold means. I've seen that message come up for years and I've never understood what the fuck that means. It's just we're just finding axes. Six. Seven. This is something different. Eight snapbacks. Nine. Once more, another 10, then back to the escape route. There we go. Spore. We'll go straight for a spore. I don't know what bullshit you're gonna try to pull, so. That's cool. God, dust balls are really good. Right, I'm going to go for the full 20 still, just because I want to capture a second one if I can. It would be more convenient if I don't. But if I don't, then at least I still got some. So at least I still got one. That'll be 12, wasn't it? $13. $14, there's a second. Okay, I'll escape her about to catch on this. Let's get the fuck out. And go to where actually? I think. Alright. Shopkeeper's in here. The dragonfly. It's maybe there. You can just squid you down here. I'm really running out. Like, all the things they couldn't add to the game. I wish they'd added some more room to the sea boxes. Oh well. Okay, Hi. What does the dragonfly do? It's the power of dragonflies, fair enough. Get my bottoms up. Let's go to Floaty Town, whatever it's called. Let's have a log. Now, someone in here wanted to trade a bagel. I don't remember who it was. Came from this town. Yeah, I was speaking to you before. You're the spawn of Reggie's. God, who was it wanted to try it? Thanks, man. Who the fuck is it wanted to trade? I've already read for all these NPCs once. We're doing it a second time. Check out the trick, it was you. Yeah, here's a bagel. What the fuck's a drooping? This is one of those laser jump Pokemon. I have no idea what it is. What the fuck is that? So yeah, I just realized you're giving me. This is the Pokemon you got for your birthday. Why are you giving it to me? I don't like Droopy, yet it's subtly different. Thank you. Oh, you're that weird. I don't remember what generation you're from. You're that weird fucking thing that when you evolve, you turn to like a plane with like shoot rockets, like a fighter jet kind of thing. You're fucking weird. So what did you give me? Berry juice. Some pure juice that restores HP by 20 points. It's a potion. Weird ass thing. Okay. I don't think I have the cash to go catch a bunch of legendaries. So I might be going to just take on the Elite Four, but I know I don't have the team to take on the Elite Four. I don't have nearly enough that I barely make it through like just one gym without relying on a bunch of items. Either there, I guess. So next to all the pickups exactings. So I might have to pick out some Pokemon and just do the Chansey training at the that they added to the daycare center. That was it. They added Chansey training to that. I can use that to quickly level up Pokemon. I don't want to abuse it, so I won't train at my main team. I'll just see if I can get some Pokemon to level like 80, I guess. And I got plenty of fucking Pokemon to pick from. That's not an issue. Let's go though. I kind of need to use the bathroom, so what I'm going to do is I'll leave it here just for a minute. Head to the bathroom, and while I'm taking a piss, I'll think about what Pokemon I want to actually add to the team, and we can start working on last thing. Start working on figuring out who we're going to take with us to the Elite Four, and actually have a full team for once, rather than just the 3 slapdash stooges I have with me. Okay, I'll leave it there for a minute. I will see you in just a second. So, see you in a bit. Come back. And so my brother had come back from his... he'd gone to the next town over to do some shopping and sort out some problems. He got a second-hand PS5 that's been overheating, so I had to take it over there. Hopefully have it repaired or returned. Apparently they refused because it didn't overheat for the 5 minutes they plugged it in while it was there, while it wasn't running any games. So that was annoying. So, and now they're my brother is been told he needs to film his PS5 while it's playing, and if he can film it shutting down from overheating, then they'll replace it. So that's annoying. But on the minor plus side, there's a in the UK what we call them Polish shops. That's the common name I hear for them. But they're basically just shops that deal with like Eastern European foods and such. Stuff like Russia, Austria, Germany, Poland, anything around that general area. Some Swedish stuff. It all goes in these little corner shops we call Polish shops. And one of my favourite things from those shops, which I know is not to everyone's taste, but I absolutely love it, is fish. I am a big seafood person. I love shrimp. I love calamari. I love squid and octopus, swordfish, ray wings, anything like that, shellfish. But one of my favourite things in there is these jars. I've got one here. There we go. It's a jar of herring that's been marinating in spicy oil. I think it's spicy sunflower oil? I don't know. I'm gonna munch on one of those while I got a chance, because these are absolutely delicious, even though I know it would absolutely horrify anyone who isn't overtly into seafood like I am. First of all, these are things that I cut from the middle. It's like if you took a fish and just like sliced it up, like horizontally. So it's still got like a spine, a bit of spine in each one. Split the spine up. I go, I just draw on the screen. Like if you had the fish like long ways like that, with the tail back here and the head over here, you like slice it like that, just bit by bit. Just a cooked herring, and cooking in oil, and marinating in oil. Some onion. It's delicious. If you're not a big seafood guy, this would mortify you, but I love it. I have a little bit of the onion. Lovely. I'll put that to the side. I'm not very much in the whole fucking jar right now. You can sit over there. You have tissue to wipe down. I'll go. Oil has a tendency to drip everywhere. That. Fuck, a little bit on the keyboard. Get that cleaned out there. And out of there. Okay, that's what. Alright. So what are we doing? Oh yeah, we need to pick a team out, don't we? I don't want to drag any legendaries to Elite Four, because that always feels like it's cheating if you do that. I know the games like encourage you to do that, but it still feels like, yeah. Like, what does my team cover right now? My team doesn't cover electric, doesn't have electric abilities at all. It doesn't have ghost, electric, psychic, or dragon. Or fighting. Or, it doesn't have fighting or fire, but to be honest, it's kind of a really shitty type. I know that's like a controversial thing to say, but it kind of is. Like, there are some good fire Pokemon, and Charizard is cool as shit, but as far as like actual stats are concerned, not even like stats, as far as like type effective is concerned, and like actually usefulness, like across the games, there really aren't many good fire types as far as how useful they are in the games themselves. Like, you can easily like pass on a fire type unless you have a specific fire type that you want to have with you when you're playing. You can easily pass in the entire fire category of Pokemon. Got the telly. Low stats. Lowered stats up special attack. So if my stats are lowered, I get bonus special attack. Psybeam, Psyshock, Psykick attack. Maybe. Another bug. I don't need another bug. I also don't have flying covered either. Let's think about it logically now. Okay, so I got my type chart with me. I don't have anything to fight against normal. The normal's fine to deal with. Rock and Bug is there. If I come across a fighting Pokemon, they're as good as Viking? Viking? Fighting? What the fuck is Viking? So that would be good against fighting. Against flying Pokemon, Rock is View. Against poison Pokemon, Ground and Psychic. I don't have Psychic, but I have Ground. Against ground Pokemon, I have Water. Against rock Pokemon, Water. And if you and fighting, that's going fine. Against bug Pokemon, Flying, Rock, Fire, Rock. Against Ghost, I have jack fucking shit. So let me write this down as I'm figuring this shit out. So for Ghost is weak against other ghosts and dark. So let's write Ghost, dark. Against Steel fighting, I can go you. Ground, you again. Fire, okay, that's fine. Against Fire Pokemon, Swampert again. Against Water Pokemon, you two have both got Grass moves. Against Fire Pokemon, Surge. Against Water Pokemon, Grass or Surge. Against Grass Pokemon, Bug is good against Grass. Against Electric Pokemon, Ground. Against Psychics, Bug. Against Ice, Fighting, and Rock, apparently. I always get that one. Against Dragon, I got Ice. Against Dark, I got Fairy. Against Fairy, I've got Poison. Shit, I actually got really good type coverage with just this team. What the fuck? Literally the only Pokemon I can't super effective against is Ghost, which needs Ghosts or Dark. Really, I'm just bulking up the team. As long as I can hit, as long as I get some good Dark moves, I got full like type coverage, even if I don't know the types off by heart. So what would be... what's got the most, like, super effectives? That would be good. Psychics... no... I just need like some good bulk in my team, really. And some more tanky Pokemons. Because Beedrill's basically my all-out fighter. It's a glass cannon. I don't want too many glass cannons. That will not survive the Deep 4. Burpy's an all-round attacker. Tanky. I need like a couple more tankies. I think that'd be good. It's Magnus. They're cool Pokemon. Pkmn looks exciting. I don't even know if you got any good moves, but I can breed you if need be. Types of you. You're just regular ghost. And you got Mystic Fire. Dark and Flying, that's pretty good. Just having some flying would be some good type coverage. There was damage if there was a status problem, Side Beam, Confuse, melee or special attack. You know what, I'll breed you so I can get like one from scratch. But I think a Miss Magnus would be good. I do kind of want a dragon on my team because dragons are cool. I don't have a better reason than that. But I kind of want a dragon on my team. I have the Goodra here. You're water. You do mostly water stuff anyway. And I don't need more water. I don't even go for the other big one, honestly. I've never had a Salamence on my team, not even as a kid. As a kid, I used to go for Flygon. Although, as much as I love Flygon's design, Flygon's not very good. Having a dedicated dragon attacker. Speedroll's only move is she's a glass cannon. As good as her dragon attack is, it's not all that useful because of it. It might even be better if I have Beedrill, give Beedrill like an aerial move and swap out Beedrill's dragon move for an aerial move. Or I have better coverage on that. Need pure dragon in your rock. Go fire dragon. The shark thing is I don't think it's actually water. Go ground. You know, having Bag on the team. Any other options? I'm quickly scrolling through. Oh, there's you. Steel Rock. There's a mouse on screen. Always leave my fucking mouse on screen. What's this fucking thing? This is the fighting dragon. This thing is weird. Really good. I used it in Sun and Moon. It is really weird. Dark Dragon. Yeah, you're probably the technically better Pokemon, right? Yeah, I want to use Salamence just because I want to use it. I don't want to go all in on stats. I want to use like stuff that I find enjoyable. Okay. So my main team's gonna have to sit here for a minute. Actually, I have to bring you back up. I just thought I did moves. You guys are good. I take your item. Oh, we're letting the ocean still. I'm gonna start preparing our team for the Elite Four. I'm going to deposit. Let's deposit Miss Maggie's first. Good to see you. Remember when we do your fight? I forgot I called him fucked out. Yeah, but it's rated like 18 levels. They withdrew him at some point, so he's probably gone up like 40 fucking levels since I caught him. Go on, Miss Magius. You can sort this. I also need to withdraw you because you can make Pokemon. The eggs hatch faster. Brain Company. Yeah, so what can I give? I haven't really good flying moves. Dragon Claw. Can I give Dragon Claw? No, it was a beater. Calm Mind Rule Toxic. Toxic might be good for Beedrill because Beedrill's fast, but again, I'd rather him. Beedrill can't learn that. No. Return, Dig, Brick Break, Shockwave, Flamethrower, Sandstorm, Aerial Ice. You can learn Aerial Ice. Thief, Skill Swap, Overheat, Energy Bomb, Colors Aerial Ice. Raid. Iron, Claws. Olive Wisp. Of a bug. I may raise abilities. Banner Shock. Stone Edge, Sword Dance, Low Sweep, Dark Pulse, Dream Eater, Bulldoze, Wild Charge, Sludge Wave, Captivate, Smackdown, Voice Natural Gift. Ice Move. Sky Drop. Player takes the sky, then drops during the 2H turn. I think it just means following turn. Not able. $19.95. Basically just between Fly and Aerial Ice. Aerial Ice never misses. What are the chances? I've already got Swift for that. So I'm probably better off giving Fly then to Beedrill, assuming Beedrill can even learn Fly. Funny they can't because it's a flying bug Pokemon. Okay then. So in that case it's just gonna have to be. It's just gonna have to be Aerial Ice then. What is Beedrill weak against? Beedrill is weak against Poison's weak to ground. It's weak to rock. I can use grass to cover that. Bug is also weak to... Where is it there? Bug is weak to flying. Weak to rock, but I can fight back against rock. Weak to fire. really do much against fire. Poison's weak to ground. Was neutralized by bug. This bug is resistant to ground for some reason. Psychic. So Beedrill has a weakness against psychic. Bug can take care of psychic. Beedrill has a weakness to rock, basically. No, what was I said? It wasn't rock, it was flying. Is there anything I do to take care of, like, flyers? At least we're just gonna have to cover, right? Decisions. I hate making decisions. Fucking good for airless, sure. I can go to the... Let's go to the move here, actually. See if there's any other options on the table. Over. One of the weirdos in these houses, I think? Good Kurt's house. No, you're in this house. Yeah, you weirdo. Okay. Good Needles is rubbish. Bug Bite isn't very good. Synergy Assurance, Toxic Spikes, Dever, Poison Jab, Pin Missile, Outrage. So I have the option for Toxic Spikes. Spikes would be better on a setup Pokemon, to be honest. Like, throw Pokemon in first, drop Toxic Spikes right near the start. Maybe. Because then it would go with what's Big Magic's ability? Hex. Which does more damage to Pokemon which have a move, so it would pair well with that, actually. Go on then. I think you'll pair better in the long run. Right, Penelope and Newton already have. Already only have one boost slot as well. Thinking about. So if I've got a dedicated dragon, I don't need a dragon move, which confuses my Pokemon anyway. Why was that so hard to say? Dedicated. Dedicated. But now we need Buckdo and Miss Magius to play an egg. Creates effects for power. No idea what the hell that means. What the hell does that mean? Okay, Liberate Wolf, wake up. Pokemon. Sheer Force. What is Sheer Force? Pokemon Database. Sheer Force. Effect. Sheer Force increases... Oh, no, I'm trying to press one. Sheer Force increases the power of moves that have beneficial secondary effects by 30%, but removes those additional effects. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, so... Strikes with Blast Breath. Doesn't Dragon Breath have a chance of paralyze? Crunching with sharp fangs may lower special attack. Reducing. Oh, it literally gives crunch as an example. Reduces the opponent's stats. Example crunch. Causing status conditions or increasing user stats. So it actually powers up crunch by 30%. So, calculator, calc. 80 divided by 100 times 30, so 24. So that turns this into a 104 power move. Cool. That's actually really good. Oh, weird. I was just using the standard Windows calculator and I just... Why? I can use my controller to move a cursor around the calculator? Fuck off. Windows does the weirdest fucking shit sometimes. I don't know why it didn't allow me to use the control or the calculator, but okay. So yeah, that's really good for that. No. Actually, let's go back to the move we learned. I don't need to breed Pkmn. Actually, does Pkmn have a good nature? Neutral nature. Okay, I can do good nature. As long as it's not harmful nature. Rage, Ember, Leer, Light. May cause flinching. Yeah, I don't need to put Leer in here. This is fine. Okay, so in that case... Mobile. Let's deposit B-Draw because I don't need B-Draw a lot. Power sector to stay out for a little bit. Now we're going to do the grindy part. This is the boring part. And this is gonna take a while. First, matchback use. First we need to get the egg hatch. And get a bread hatched. Next, I need to look up how this mag juice evolves. So I don't remember how I did that last time. Come on, you got my Pokemon. I know you can breed them. Actually, you know what? I can be a bit sneaky. I'm on an emulator. Speed this up, just get the dead hatched Pokemon. Convenience this. Come on, you know you can do it. Come on, egg. Oh, sorry, they're not interested in having an egg, are they? The fuck? I did deposit Miss Maggie's, right? That's the thing I did. Maggie's wizard, yeah. give me the Pokemon back. What nature does she have? I might just be able to get with just using strength. Mild nature. So increased attack. Wait, let me double check this. Red is the positive. I keep thinking blue's positive. I think it's the other way around. So mild actually. Nature. Nature's mild. Mild is lower defense, higher special attack. That's actually a really good nature for you. I might just use you actually instead. Never take my hit by ground. Alright, you know, fuck it. Let's not bother reading that. We can skip on that. I'll go over to the move learner guy. See if there's any moves I'm missing out on. Onward. What moves have I missed out on? Phantom Force vanishes on the first turn and strikes the next turn. Ghost Whip. That's really good. That's basically Fly, but Ghost type. Geist Beam. 100? Fucking out. Moon Powered Beam that ignores abilities. Magical Leaf. I don't even know Grass type. Spite, Astonish, Pains, but Payback. Attack that gains power if the user moves last. Power Gem is the rock move. Grudge. If the user faints, delete all. If the user faints, delete all PPs of foes' last move. So if I die, I can lower the PP of it. Whatever, that's rubbish. Any Moémon hearing the song faints in 3 turns. Cool. Okay. The Confuser is always good. I'll keep Hex, because Hex looks good, can be really useful. I'll keep that. Psybeam. Let's get rid of Medium for now. No, Bacon. Very intensity. Teacher Psychic, so she's got more powerful psychic move. Those look really good. I might do those like at some point just for fun. I think I'm going to stick with Hex for now. And the enemy teams never change out Pokemon, so this will be like a really good way to just like guarantee a winning against anything that like evolves. I'll leave it for now. But it's good to know I have the options. Okay, on to the part of Chancy training. This Romhack did a really cool thing where it puts a trainer here that allows you to EV train basically any move. I think her here, it literally lets you reset all the EVs as well, so you can do all that. If you wanted to, I might. I'm not going to bother EV training. EV training takes a long time. Passing that. But while I'm training, is there anyone I want to throw on my team just to like gain experience points? You're a weird thing. What's your deal? Lower speed, increase special defense. You're like, you're not psychic. You're like fairy. No, you're normal. Heals upon switching out. Yeah, you're basically like Gen 5's like equivalent of chancing. Sure, I'll my team just for a second. So I might as well have like a full team while I'm just getting experience points. Bloody no. Skarmory was on my team for a little while. How about throw Skarmory on there? Anyone else? Snorlax. Snorlax is a bloody wall and a half. Eats berries early. Increased defense, lower special defense. Sure, there you go. You can take up the last slot. I doubt I'll use any of you, but I'll just have you here. Okay, bag. Give the lucky egg. Give the lucky egg to Bagel, actually. And this is where you can get like a shit ton of experience points to level up. I'm not gonna go like overboard. Level 85 basically means that the chance is gonna summon a full team of level 85 Blissey's for me to fight, so I can get like a gajillion fucking experience points. I'm not going to go full like to level 100 because I feel I'll be abusing it too much. This mod did introduce some mechanics which are very, very abusable. Like there's literally a portable PC as a key item. I can use to heal all your Pokemon at any point, and I just didn't use that because I was too broken. I didn't want to be able to like heal my Pokemon wherever I want. The full max heal. But if I can get my Pokemon of my full team to above, let's say mid 80s, because my main 3 are already like above that, so mid 80s for the rest of the team, so they can just catch up, but not go above that. All right, 5. I make it really easy as well because I don't even need to do anything. They all just know the move Healing Wish, and so they basically just all suicide first turn. Like I said, they made it so you can grind easy. That's what I've been using to like level up Pokemon to collect them and such. Because I just grab like, if I got a Charmander, I would just like, I don't think I actually have a Charmander, but if I got a Charmander, I just throw it on my team, fight one of these, that would bring up like 20 fucking levels. 20 to 30 levels. And like 2 fights later, I'd have a Charizard and I'd have thrown it in the piece in. Healing Wish is a weird move. It's basically just that your Pokemon just suicides itself and then heals the Pokemon that comes out next. Is any bacon getting experience points? The experience share can be bugging. Sometimes it gives everyone experience points, sometimes it doesn't. So I might be only bacon getting experience points right now. If it does that, I just have to reset the emulator. I find this thing will just fix that. slow cooldown. Get ready to watch that health bar go down a few times. It is a slow thing. Dragon Claw. Slashes foes with sharp claws. But it doesn't have any additional benefits, so it's just an 80 move. What's that? If I got Pokemon database up anyway. Dragon Breath move. Deals damage and has a 30% chance of paralyzing. So yeah, Dragon Breath is actually stronger than Dragon Claw in this case because it gets an extra 30%. Oh wait, no it's not. 30% of 60 is 20. It's just under 20. So 60 plus 20 is 80, so no, that's actually a little bit better. Just barely better. But like, I don't know, a point. A bit of math in my head. Down, 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 down. Nice. One more and then one last chanting. And they really did think of everything for this training as well. It's not just that the only move that Blissey knows is Healing Wish, so it just kills itself. But Healing Wish fails if you've only got one Pokemon. So they also gave the Chansey something that also helps. Zen Headbutt. May cause flinching. Does that count as a Sheer Force thing? Reduce the opponent's stats. Non-beneficial effects that Sheer Force will not activate for include recoil damage, low user stats. Moves effect. It's got a full list of moves effect. Okay, it's Zen Headbutt. Yeah, Zen Headbutt is affected by Sheer Force, so I guess it's an overpowered psychic move. Cool. That's so it basically does the same damage as Crunch then, which is just over 100. Yeah, replace the regular headbutt. Yeah, they gave the Chansey something to make sure like it's going to die, even if you like fight it with a level 1 Pokemon with no moves. What's that headbutt? Wish failed. And then Blissey's point because they're all holding Toxic Orbs. Toxic Orb is such a weird item. It's an item you're supposed to like make a Pokemon hold and throw it to your opponent, but it's like there's no point in doing that because Toxic as a move already exists. But if your Pokemon holds a Toxic Orb, it doesn't get affected by poison, it gets affected by bad poison. Like the super bad version of poison. So you have more damage from poison every turn than you did the previous turn. So it does a little bit of damage from poison, but after a while it'll just like take like half its health bar. So it's going to die at some point. There we go. That's big on up like 10 levels. No money for that though. Yeah, I'm gonna save and reset the emulator because that's basically the best way to make the experience share actually work, which I found out when grinding to get all the different collectible Pokemon. That's a cute sprite, I like that. Trying to learn Protect. No, you can fuck right now. I save here. Turn off the program. Relaunch it. Let's try that again. Hopefully this time everyone gets bag. Hopefully this time everyone gets experience. Yeah, should be on. That's what happens when you play like a Romhack. It lacks the polish of the official games, but it's still a really, really, really good Romhack overall. I still like this one. Bish, bish. There we go, everyone's getting past that. Next, so we're aiming for like low to mid 80s, so it's going to take a little while regardless. Other than Lucky Egg having that helps, that'll speed things up. As I remember correctly, different Pokemon level up at different rates. Like, they all need like different levels of experience, but certain Pokemon also like gain more or less experience depending on the Pokemon. So I think legendaries for the most part have like a slow experience pool, as in it takes longer for them to level up compared to everything else. They literally gain less experience from doing the same stuff, and I think a lot of pseudo legendaries are in the same pool. So Shogun here, I think, is a pseudo legendary, so it will gain like way lower experience points than that one. Which is why the Lucky Egg is really fucking useful. Plus the Pokemon up front still gains more experience points than everyone else. Okay, yeah, this, like I said, this is going to be the slow part. This is going to happen at some point they'd have to do the slow grindy part. That's going to have to do it. after you. The fuck is that? Let's help the foe, letting it move next. What the fuck? So it's just like give up a turn, basically. No, don't know that. And last one. Okay. Just fine. Oh god. Maybe something we can talk about though while we're doing fucking all. I've been taking notes recently. Something I wanted to do for a long time. Before we do that, still checking out. Our guys. Yeah, they're all leveling up in their own pace. What items do you have? No, I don't have it. Let's give that back to you. There's no point in anyone else having that. Straight back in. Yeah, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've been wanting to get more into working with tabletop games. I've played tabletop games before, I've enjoyed it. But I don't have many opportunities for that. But something in particular I've been wanting to do more is I've been tinkering around with making my own tabletop game from scratch. Finding my own like system that works someday kind of thing. And in doing so, in my research, I've come across like a bunch of shit like it's like standard in tabletop games that I find just really weird. It's like really commonplace. I might be talking about like nothing anyone cares about. It's just something for me to ramble about while we're going through this. So sorry if you don't give a shit about this, but yeah, it's something to talk about. There's a bunch of stuff like in tabletop gaming, like D&D, that kind of stuff, which I find really weird. That's like just really commonplace with players of it, but no one ever seems to address. I've been like slowly writing shit down. Like one thing I've noticed, for example, is for some reason in tabletop games, it seems to be this obsession with the idea that players cannot control more than one person at any given time, and I have no idea why. Like, I get wanting to have like a main like hero that your player is like invested in, but then you also have the dungeon master or game master, whatever the game calls them, who's like juggling like 300 characters at any given time. I've never really understood that. Like, I get not wanting to like give one person like their own entire party or whatever. Like I said, you want like a player to be invested in like their hero, their character kind of thing. But I've also wondered why they don't make it so like players can like do more stuff like summons, for example. Like if you're playing a necromancer and you summon a skeleton, why can't you just control the skeleton the same way you do like a regular player character? Or why can't you like make a hierarchy that you can also control? No, for some reason it's always like the dungeon master needs to control them unless there's an in-game ability to control them a specific way. In which case it costs your player character their turn anyway. And one of the things I've been wanting to tinker around with my own system is one, making it so you can hierarchies and like sidekicks are more of a thing. Like there's loads of games that are built around the idea of like having sidekicks. Like imagine like Legend of Zelda, imagine like having Navi, a fairy psychic like a Link, or like an imp psychic like Midna, who you can just control like a psychic character, or having like or making it so like no one in the party, no actual players have to be the healer. You can just like hire a healer to follow you, like one of the players control kind of thing. I think that would be like really beneficial. For some reason, that's just like a lot of tabletop games and gamers really against the idea of just letting the player control more than one character at any given time, and I have no idea why. Like if I wanted to like introduce like a summoner character, if I wanted to like emulate Pokemon in a way, you know, capturing just like wild fantasy monsters and such, make it so you can like just summon out one of the creatures you've captured and then just control them as per normal. Would be like really fucking beneficial. Even if you have to sacrifice some of the moves of your turn to like do commands and such. Yeah, there's just been like a bunch of shit like that, which I've been... Not just that, there's like a million fucking different things. Which is like weird little things I've come across. Like another one I came across as well that's just like, I find just fascinating in like tabletop game designs. And this is not just players, it's like games that have been designed as well, like big major games, like major settings like from D&D or Pathfinder or other games as well. Completely unrelated. Completely unrelated to each other. A lot of them, you know, they have like come with their own custom maps and such, which are like on a little hexagonal map where each like hex is like a land or sea or a village or whatever. And something I've noticed as well is the way a lot of these maps are designed is their sense of scale is like all over the place, and it's always really weird. Like I think in D&D, for example, I think on the I'm trying to remember now. I played their beginner box, which had a map like that. And I think on the map it was like 1 hex equals like 1 in-game day's travel or something like that. And if you look at the map, it just looks like a normal map, like a village in the middle. You see mountains in the far off and the forest and such. But the idea that, but they had specific measurements for like how many miles, or kilometers, whatever you want to measure it, each hex was, and then that worked out to 1 hex per day. And I remember doing the math on that, and like the math works out really weirdly. I remember like it worked out like if you took like a hex, just a hex, and then surrounded it with hexes on all sides. That alone technically had the same amount of like space as like the whole of Switzerland. I just remember reading that going, Wait, that math doesn't add up at all. Like, there's a... And it's like, you fit the whole of Switzerland in like a couple of like towns worth of hexes on the map. But it's, like I said, the sense of scale is just fucking all over the place. Like, it feels like each hex just needs to be like, represent like way smaller of an area. Like, what was it actually? I could load up somewhere. I was thinking about it the other day. Where is this? Give me a second. No, not here. What's this on here? Yeah, okay, let's copy this. Let's save this image. I'm going to show you like a real map to give you like an example. That's the image saved, and then I can go OBS, add source, add image. Where is image? I also call it display capture image. Okay. Desktop. Where is it? There you go. Have a look at this map, for example. It's a little wide. Let's trim it down. This map is of Somerset. This is my home province in the United Kingdom. If you can look it up on my online. It is of the United Kingdom. There's like, I don't know, 50 to 100 funding provinces. This takes up like a tiny portion of like the UK. Okay, it's okay there. I look up. England map. Images. God. Ah, perfect. Okay. Switch the image to that map. There you go. These are all the different provinces in the UK. And I don't think you can zoom a mouse, but where's the mouse there? So like above my mouse here, that yellow one right above my mouse here, that's Somerset. Out of all the UK, that little thing is Somerset. And this is Somerset with more detail. You can see all the different towns, the different rivers, the forests. And there's like hundreds, well not necessarily hundreds, there's like easily around 100 towns and villages and things there. All, and cliff sides and areas and events. And all sorts of different countrysides, miles and miles and miles of countryside. And yeah, I did the math and like, this on like a standard D&D hexagon would be less than a single hex. All of these towns, all of this stuff going on. And all of it fit inside a single hex that your player characters will just walk straight past in a day. And it just makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I don't know, it's just one of those things like it just came across. I'm thinking about like tabletop stuff and it's all just like really weird. I just thought it was interesting just looking at all that. I mean like if you actually wanted to do it properly, I think part of it has got to do with just the fact that a lot of tabletop games come from America, and because America is kind of a new settlement in terms of like the global, in terms of the Western world or whatever, however you want to word that. Like it's not as well developed in terms of how much space has been used up by towns and such as like Europe and such. And so towns in America are like way more spaced out. So maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. How close are we? Our system's level 18. Just jump straight in here. At some point I'm going to have to heal my Shellcom just because he doesn't have the experience points to do this forever. Oh yeah, just weird tabletop stuff I found as well, like that. I was doing a lot of math and such and figuring out how I wanted to do things. Because I'm the kind of fucking freak that does maths for fun. Something's wrong with me, I know. I'm autistic. But yeah, that's the way my brain kind of works. It's also been fun just trying to come up with like, I've been trying to make it so like each kind of player class that you can choose to be, which kind of like represents as many different archetypes of like heroes I can come up with. Think like Link, Zelda, Ganon, Alucard from Castlevania, some anime tropes like Goku, that kind of thing. Trying to get all that kind of stuff like represented like as player character classes that you can be, while also keeping things very low level and very simple. Like you can level up to being like super uber powered, but trying to balance that all out because I've come up with like a bunch of shit. I would love it if there was like a class that was like a shapeshifter and such. Something like, you know, Shantae, which is the other series I constantly play. There's all the things I've been tinkering away at. Brave bird. What's that? A low altitude charge that was hurt, so I would say takeout. Takedown, that's the word I'm looking for. The takedown, that's the move. Steel wound. Spikes, I guess. One of the stuff is stuff as well I've ranted on before. I actually wrote this bunch of stuff down for like, my website, but my website is like horribly maintained. I don't even know if it's still up right now. I need to like double check on that. Speaking of things not being up, my only thing actually happened the other day. My Twitter account got suspended the other day. That was fun. I'm not 100% sure what caused my Twitter account to get suspended. I thought at first it's got to do with like, because the only post I did like the day before, I don't post on Twitter that often, like most once a day, usually once every 2 or 3 days I'll post something on Twitter. The last thing I posted was people were talking about this like float that appeared, not float, it's like inflatable Pikachu that appeared in the anime, and it's like got a slit between its legs for people to walk in and out. And it looks like a Pikachu with a vagina. And I posted a picture of like this old inflatable Pikachu that's like an old internet picture of this like giant inflatable Pikachu that you could walk inside of, and it's got like a big circle around its groin. So it looks like you're walking in and out of Pikachu's vagina. But it's, you know, it's just a giant inflatable Pikachu. It's like an old funny picture from like early internet. Arrows back blood the may lower special defense. Technically stronger than Hex, but I want Hex to mix with things. I'll leave it. Beam that changes the foe's ability to simple. Where the hell that one? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I posted the picture of like this old inflatable Pikachu. I didn't fucking find the image. I fucking put on here. It's not a rude picture at all. It's just funny. True meme folder. Old meme. Copy here. So that. There you go. This picture. It's just like a giant inflatable Pikachu that you could walk in and out of, and everyone just thought it was really funny, and I posted that. but I didn't mark it as an adult image, so I think Twitter might have, like, even though it's clearly not an adult image, Twitter might have freaked out because sometimes it does shit like that. I've heard people getting banned for stuff like that. Even though you can post straight up adult content on the site, if you don't mark it as adult properly, it can get your account suspended. So maybe that's why my account was suspended. But otherwise, I'm really not sure. I also could have just been, like, reported for some superfluous reason. The last thing I was actually talking about on Twitter. Now, that Pikachu picture was the second last thing I posted about. The actual last thing I posted about. Pikachu I didn't even post about. Pikachu was a reply. No, I'm trying to remember now. The last thing I posted on Twitter was the Pikachu, but it was a reply. The last thing I posted on my account, as, like, part of a repost, was a thing about economics, about how, like, not pay raise, but how minimum wage actually has negative effects on, like, various aspects of economics if you follow through with the long-term effects of it. And it was a long thing about it, more than I can get to on here. It's like a full, like, couple of, more than a few paragraphs worth of stuff. If you really want to get into talking about economics. That's how boring this grinding is. It's going to be talking about economics. But if you really wanted to talk about it, it's like, I always met, it's possible someone got angry about me talking about, like, people get really sensitive when it comes to stuff like that. So it's possible someone would just sent a bunch of bot accounts to report me, because that's the thing that can also happen. Other than that, I really have no idea. So, like, I should clarify, in my description to the YouTube videos, it links to my Twitter account. And I think my profile page on YouTube also links to my Twitter account. And none of those links work anymore. May inflict burn, so that's got a power boost. Which is, that's 120 damage moving now. Cool. That's overpowered my flamethrower. If you're gonna have a flamethrower, that means that Miss Magus doesn't need the Mystic Fire anymore. Oh, cool. So yeah, all those links are now completely broken. I need to make a new Twitter account. Yay! That's a really cool sprite for salads, actually. Yeah, I like that. Trying to learn Fly. Not really worth it compared to everything else. Like, if I can, I need to replace Dragon Beam, like an actual Dragon Beam with otherwise. The Salamence has got a pretty well-rounded collection of moves. Let's go heal up so I've got enough PP to actually keep grinding. To be honest, I mostly just use Twitter to, like, follow a handful of creators, as well as just a bunch of my favourite artists. I don't really use Twitter for much more than that, other than just occasionally ramble about adult topics like economics and psychology, because I'm deep in the psychology bubble. That's a whole fucking conversation. I've rambled about that. Last time I started talking about psychology, I wanted like a 40-minute fucking... I feel like, yeah, 2 streams. Those were talking about my Castlevania streams. I ended up like having like a couple of streams in a row where I just like spoke about a certain aspect of psychology which I would personally been theorizing about for like fucking 40 minutes, nearly an hour I think, on both streams. Like, when that back strike is quite as good as the front sprite. Oh, I'm now faster than them. Oh, you all got some bulky fucking health, don't you? Jesus Christ. So yeah, when it comes to... What's that voice crack? So yeah! So yeah, when it comes to like psychology, I can ramble about that for a long time, but... I'm not going to go into details on that, but when it comes to psychology, it's a lot of it is stuff like I've personally been like researching and speculating on and like coming up with my own theories. And that's stuff that I think I've discovered. I'm not even sure other people have. So it's one of the things where I actually wouldn't recommend a lot of mainstream psychology because a lot of it's really, really bad. A lot of mainstream psychology is... it was really good for a long time. But as of recent years, a lot of psychology has been infested with, like, basically art students, but who are trying to be... Basically, art students that are basically just... they study psychology instead of art. But they're as intelligent and as smart as that. And the whole field's kind of been infested with people like that. So a lot of modern psychology is kind of really bad and kind of useless. That's why I need to start like writing up more like research papers and such for my own theories and such. But again, like I said, a lot of that is like that is a long conversation that I will burn my fucking voice box on. I need to do some more research papers as well. I'm such a bad writer, that's the thing. It takes me a long time to write anything because I make sure of me procrastinating on everything and having to like redo my writing because I'm also dyslexic. So writing is not easy for me in the first place. I need to finish up my music theory stuff. Right, I've come up with my own version of music theory that completely rewrites the entire... all of the concepts of music theories I've basically rewritten from scratch. I have like an entirely different methodology, which I need to finish up my papers in that. I finished doing the write-up and I just need to do the cheat sheets now. Because I've actually managed to discover an entire like series of modes. Like I call them families of like music scales. Like you got the major minor family of scales and all their modes. You got the harmonic scales and all their modes. You got the melodic scales and all their modes. I've discovered a fourth collection of modes. So I need to finish writing that up. So that's fun. That's a cool thing that I'm like, shit, this is a thing I've discovered I can write about. But I need to like finish writing up about it. Upper voice. I think it's really useful on yourself. All stuff the Instant's doing. How is this flying type now, right? That would make sense, like dragon flying. Nice. Moxie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Use that. Okay, good, whatever. Does more damage if the user outweighs the foe. It's a Snorlax, so yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why it's steel type, but... Oh, okay. I've lost my attack. Oh, damn. I've lost my ability. I don't know, knockouts are still... That's still good, Moxie. But it's not sheer force. Shit, I'm gonna have to rethink my moves there. I don't know why Crunch lowers special effects considering it's a power move. It's a physical move. I'm gonna have to get rid of Zen Head of something. We're getting there slowly. Good point. Just thoughts. I don't need psychic sliding. I need to level that up so I can get something better. Curious. Does double damage if the foe has a status problem, but the status I'm specifically working with is poison because of the toxic spikes. That's a Venoshock, don't I? How good is Venoshock? Or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's Venoshock. 65. This does the same now. Because Venoshock does double damage as well against status, but only against poison. So it's just like better than that. Okay. It just goes time. Yeah, I just need you to use, I guess, like proper psychic. Do I have proper psychic? Is that a thing I have? Psychic is a TM? I always think of Psychic as TM because, like, in the first game it's a TM. Is it still a TM? It's not, no. Also, what is Salamancer's weaknesses? I can just move some stuff around. Salamancer's dragon and flying, so it's weak against thunder. It is flying, right? Yeah, it's weak against thunder. No, dragon's resistant to thunder, so it's neutral to lightning. It's weak to rock, of all things. Dragons are neutral to rock, and flying's weak to rock. Rock is weak against... Rock is weak against fighting, ground moves, water, grass, and ice. So you need to come up with a way to fighting against rock. I'm pretty sure I'm weak against fairy as well. Fairy is weak to poison, steel. And fairy resists dark. Rock weak against steel? Rock is weak. So I need a steel move. Actually, would be ideal. That'll cover your types then. You don't need Zen Headbutt. Only 1 for a chance of hitting, but it's better than nothing. God, I might just speed this up a bit, because this is going to take a long time otherwise. If I don't, it's going to take up the entire fucking stream. Yeah, fuck it. I can speed this up, same as I was doing earlier. At least for a little bit. Right, level 60 now. Power 6 is 81. I can take Power 6 off the team. That's good enough to leave for, I think. Right. Move around. At some point as well, I'm going to need to go get all my berries as well. Heal pulse. Covers up to half the target's max range. It's using someone else there. So it's like double balance. Yeah, now I get to the point where you're getting like 2 levels per thing. I think I'm even though it's already been so long, I might have to just finish this up on my own time. Yeah, I won't finish up the grinding in my own time. Tell you what, for now, let's go check on. No. Let's go check on the berries. See how much cash that gives us. If it gives us enough cash, we can catch a legendary or something. Or I could end Pokemon. I could start up a stream of Tamagotchi. Yeah, they're not grown yet. We still have like one more stage to grow. It's gonna take a lot of grinding in my own time, but still, I can do it. I can do it in my own time. I don't want to drag the stream for too long for it. Yeah, it's all just flowering. It's not actually growing yet. Let's check on the berries to the right of the block, because there was some stuff there that was which was nearly grown. I don't want to forget that. Okay, all those berries, they're still on the ground. They haven't checked it. It's earlier today. It's been like 3 hours, but still. Not the flower. Yeah, okay, I'm just save it. I'll finish off the grinding on my own, get all that sorted for next time. We can take on the Elite Four. And catch a bunch of legendaries, because next time I'll have a chance to have like grown a bunch of like tomato berries and it's got a shit ton of money from that. So what we'll do for now then, because I don't want to bore myself out too much, I'm gonna end the stream and then start up a new stream of Tamagotchi Life. So where is it? Let's switch. I think we can play that for like an hour or two, and the stream after that. How's that sound? So for now, I did save them. You gotta remember, I have to watch it finish saving. If I don't watch it finish saving, I don't remember it's saved. Okay, finished saving. Not that. Again, so I'll end the stream for now, and I'll start up a new stream right afterwards. I'll go for like after I start up the new stream, I'll go for like a 10-minute break or something. And after that we can play some Tamagotchi Live, see how everyone on the island is going. Till then, I'll catch you in just a minute. Ciao for now.